All right, we should hopefully be live. I'm just waiting for it to pop up. Hey, nice, alright, we are live. It's been a, I was gonna say it's been a hot minute, it's not been a hot minute. PlayStation 5 is kicking. The fan is kicking in, it's finally went off. I was gonna say it's been a hot minute, it's not, it's been like a week or something since we done the Mafia Definitive Edition. I've actually changed the name from Platinum Playthrough to Let's Platinum because I didn't know, apparently people think a playthrough is like no commentary type of thing. We've also got Shug in the background who just let out a sigh. Wish we were actually playing. Hold on a second. I need to change to my monitor. This will just be a second. Alright, there we go. Every time I change to my monitor, the... Whoa. What happened there? Alright, okay. The monitor's just loud as fuck. It comes right through. Right. What Remains of Edith Finch. Yeah, but people think of a playthrough as like no commentary. And Let's Plays is people with commentary, so I was like, right, shit. So we'll change it to Let's Platinum, kind of like a play on the words of Let's Play. Which I thought was really smart, but knowing my luck, there's no way that's like original. There's got to be other people that have thought of the same thing. What Remains of Edith Finch, this is supposed to be a really easy platinum, like, I think it says 2 hours or something like that. I didn't read the full trophy guide,
I lived here until I was 11,
because I didn't want spoilers.
Half the rooms.
My pal played this like a month or 2 ago, I think it was on the PS4 he played it on, and he was like, Chris, it's good. And I was like, right, okay, I'll play it. And then the PS5 version has a platinum trophy, PS4 doesn't, which is weird.
Open immediately.
But I think it's just like a walking simulator pretty much, but easy platinum, under 3 hours. So yeah, we might actually manage to platinum it in one stream.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Yeah, this looks like the proper way to go. So yeah, we're going in blind for our first playthrough. Apparently it takes 2 playthroughs anyway to platinum it, so I'm not really worried about trying to get every trophy.
But I saw a few hoof prints.
This is the way I like to platinum my games, just experience the game for your first playthrough, and then second one... Oh, hello. Second one you can worry about all your trophies.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Is that a weird ass?
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Alright, that can't be up to building regulations. Look at it. Look at that fucking thing.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Can I... Nope, okay.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Are we sure we fucking inherited the house?
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
2 seconds. Creepy, bud. He's just changing foot. He's on the floor now. Gary's potting mix. I want to interact with this missing poster. Mountain Finch, maybe? So left trigger and L1 both zoom in, which is weird. Oh, there it is. I was like, what the fuck's that noise? Right, can we get in this way? Okay, we're going through the wee dog door.
Prowling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. For the first time in years...
2010. Edith Milton Lewis Dawn Eddie. It's a weird way to spell Eddie. E-die. Oh. Light switch.
The power had been turned off the night we left. I felt like I was home.
Not sure if
Instead of a
this...
family, there were just memories of one.
If this is going to turn into like a horror game or something. A Viking's Belly. Nordic cookbook.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Jesus, you didn't fucking half get salmon, did you?
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. Nothing in the house looked abnormal.
I kind of like that table.
Too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Great-Grandpa Sven
Bigfoot in the
built a music
background.
box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Barbara Finch. You know what, we'll go in the basement.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Okay, never mind. That here like flies or something.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes. My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Fantastic. 1950 to 1961.
As a kid, I just assumed every
Whoa.
house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Interesting flooring in there.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
So what exactly is this key for?
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Barbara.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
I don't know why, I've got a sneaky feeling my pals lied to me and this is a
Whenever people ask
a
me
horror
about
game.
my family,
That's the way it's feeling right now.
they always want to know about is Barbara. On the night we left. Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Okay. Everybody in this house is fucking dead. Oh, nice, an open door.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Whoa, alright.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Okay. See, I don't mind horror games if I know
From the paintings on the wall, it was
what I'm
clear
getting
my
myself
brother
into.
Johann had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Right,
I grew
Molly's
up
room,
looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
It's kind of annoying that it keeps taking control of my camera. Get a layout of the floor. Dear diary, it'll be gone soon. Oh, she's gonna narrate it for us.
Dear diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
The gerbil food.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Where the fuck's the gerbil? Poor guy's had his dinner nicked off him. Thought about it. It's pretty fucked up. I don't want to go near it. Toothpaste? Nah. Berries?
I ate a lot of things that night.
Am I supposed to just eat everything I can find?
I kept eating and eating.
Jesus.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Yeah, but before that I had to munch on this fish.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held
Oh, no
back.
mind, his name's Chris, no mind.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly,
What the
I was
fuck?
a cat. I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
What was in that toothpaste?
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Your mum and dad are pretty fucked. So what, a kid's like been held fucking prisoner or something? What's going on? Don't know if I can make that jump. You know what? See for that.
The babies were all gone.
Ah, never mind. I was gonna eat its wings.
I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
I thought we were just playing with it. I didn't realise we were trying to eat the fucking thing.
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
What the fuck am I doing?
Rabbits.
Where? I don't know how she sees rabbits. I don't see fucking jack shit. Here we go.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then
I'll come back on you.
A mama rabbit.
This little fucking bitch is sadistic as fuck.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Come on.
I rolled off a cliff and
Imagine
into
being
the
that
ocean.
fucking car.
Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Can I? Don't let me change my height. Like how, like, go deeper and shit like that. We get a wee boat. Hello,
I
motherfucker.
wanted fat, juicy seals.
Come on, turn. Why is he not grabbing them? Oh, there's one. I can't change my... Oh, wait, what have I done? Right, now I've done something. Oh, yes, I was able to change where I was looking. Look, now it works. It's weird. Is another one?
I grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything
What?
had changed. now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere. I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Surprise, motherfucker. What have I done? There we go.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
I try and time myself up. Wonder if... Try to help him. Ah. Tried knocking the stools over, see if he'd like notice, but alright, and then Captain.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
So far this game's just confusing, really. Oh, it's one of my fears. Coming up through the toilet. A snake just coming up and
Closer and closer.
snatching onto your clacker bag, you know what I'm saying? Is this our bedroom? Am I killing myself?
All of my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
Okay, terrific. That's some fucking childhood trauma.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Cool. So we've got a bunch of people's stories we need to go through. How do I get rid of the book? Oh, there we go.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom.
Edith 2004? I thought it said on the thing 1999. Edith 2004. Edith 1999, is there an... I'm sure there was an art Edith, wasn't there? It's weird.
Her room was like a museum.
Mountain 1995. Oh, just... Oh, I'm a retard. That's when they done the handprint. I was like, she wasn't born then. She was born 99.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johann. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Hey, you got the fucking... what you call it? We Seven Dwarfs? I don't know what one that is. The Mysteries of Death and Thereafter. There'll be something in here we can interact with. The Mole Man.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
This family's just full of fucking nutters, man.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
It's unique, I'll give you that.
It was a pretty big trace.
Hey, be frog.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Alright, I've missed something in here. Because... can't go any further. Oh, there we go. There's a secret in this bathroom.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book. Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Fort Calvin.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
So far this game's just confusing. Secret Lives of War Photographers. Let's see how
And
tall I
then he
am.
never talked about him.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop pulling the camera.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
I got some fucked up toes.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't.
Ah, I might be using both sticks.
I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day,
Getting some fucking
he
speed
finally
going now.
made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
Hold up, beach.
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
What a way to die. But isn't it as long and complex and shit as the
Calvin's
Molly
story
bitch?
felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing. After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Huh? There we go. What are you doing? Come on.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies. Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
The surprise ending of Barbara
Old
Finch.
Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been.
Alright, Jimmy Savile fucking washed up
She'd
at
been asked
16.
to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
Like how he says that as if it's normal.
Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
Oh, I'm actually playing the comic book.
She listened for Rick, but the house was
Which reminds me 13, that PS2 game that they remade and was apparently shit. Oh, I heard this music before.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
If there's one thing I know about video games, we need to pot one of these. Oh, no mind. Doesn't seem to be happening. Oh, nearly get that one. Bested. 100%. We bought this, we get a trophy. Fuck. Ah! Clear the table. That was close. Alright.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
The old fridge rattled and grew stiff.
This is pretty cool. Oh dear! Take that, cunt.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
See if I smash that. No. Smash the telly? Nah. It just makes me want to play 13. Sure that's what it was called. X triple I, something like that, innit? I like the comic book style. But I just don't like Borderlands, and that's the only other game I can think of that's like that.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand.
The Borderlands
Residents
cell
are urged to
shaded,
lock
no
all doors
comic
and
book
windows to
style.
notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Ruh-roh.
Turned, saw the hook man, and... was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
She played her part beautifully. She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
Oh man.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
What is what with anyways now? Made a noise. Oh man.
Had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
He doesn't scream once, he just keeps going, oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Damn.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Right, that was pretty cool. I like that.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
If we could get more stuff like that, it'd be cool.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
I looked through that door.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that
What
last
the
night.
fuck is that? Oh, it's like the packing peanuts or whatever it's called.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Nice. Need a torch or something.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
I see a fucking thing.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that. I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
$52.05, he lived a good while on.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of a door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can. I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Right, let's go get hit by a train.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made, trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real. I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family.
Huh?
And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Are we like our kid or something like that? Is that the...
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
the twist? It's our mum or something?
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Jesus, fuck, man. Hey, the fish. Christopher. One for
3
the
of
dog's
gerbils
weird.
were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
And you motherfuckers should not be allowed pets.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery. I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Okay. I feel like I've missed something.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
I was right. This is a man.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but
What did she fit in them tiny spaces if she's pregnant?
they were both pretty intense.
What the fuck is going on in the loft? Oh, hell yeah. America.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a life. Perfect.
Didn't mean that.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. The camera's older than you are.
Is there a lot of specific things I might be taking pictures of, or...?
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
I feel like there's got to be a specific king you need to take a picture of. But what? I do not know. Is that picture out of focus? Yeah. I don't know what I might be snapping a photo here. Oh, there you go. That's what it'll be.
Aw.
What let's take a picture of everything important. Alright, this is confusing. This game could hold my horn.
Should not have drunk all that coffee.
Oh, I might spin around to a picture of him or something. far as I can come run. Oh, there he is.
What like being outside?
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
Oop. A little more gas in the tank, I guess. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
Man, I'm just in a picture of her and I fucking see at this point.
We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map.
Oh, there we go.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Picture of what?
Dad,
Oh.
I...
Just... Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Don! I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
I don't know why this is so fucking
Dad,
funny.
It's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Oh, oh, that's fucking hilarious. That's some fucking Looney Tunes shit, man.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Oh, that bad up. No. I'm gonna explore the room now. Oh, nice.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Yeah, there was nothing else in here.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
What the fuck? Divorce?
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Oh nice, I'm a frog. What?
Hand over, Gregory. It's time to.
Oh, he's gonna drown in a bath, isn't he? Oh, he's got wee Lego man. But that's not Lego, that's Playmobil. These motherfuckers.
Sam, I told you
Can I get up
I'm
top?
going right now.
The only thing I can get is these letters. Oh wait.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like.
There's a perfect time to pop up the be right back screen. Just, I actually hope it popped up.
He reminded me so much.
But it's similar just to Hitman Blood Money thing with a wee rubber duck in the bathtub.
Lost in
We
his
just need 47 with a fucking toaster to show up. Put this kid out his misery. Gregory.
Whatever it was, he saw.
Right, now we've not really got anything we can do now. This is so getting me copyright struck, this music. Da 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 da. Na, na, na. There we go.
Made him happy.
That motherfucker makes a mess. Alright, I'm bored of this now. Come on. What am I supposed to do? This was funny for like the first like minute or two. And now I'm just wanting this kid to fucking drown. Right, what's this with a whale? What's it say above here? Ah, right, okay.
I know how silly it sounds.
Oh, let's get some
I worried about a baby.
bubbles going.
Too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
There we go.
Gregory?
I know you did everything you could.
Didn't even look at us.
I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory.
I wish you could have told us.
Oh, I was right, this little kid's fucking gonna die.
There's so much I don't understand. About Gregory. About everything. But I
Pull
know
the
what happened
plug.
wasn't your fault.
I mean, it kinda is because she wasn't fucking paying attention.
I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Oh, this game's just a fucking depression session.
can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, "We don't need a stepmom," were the words that I
now
remembered.
pronounce you husband and wife. Make us cry.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Fuck you, old man.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Oh, we're gonna get struck by a lightning or some shit, aren't we? Oh.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. Thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't, until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
This is one weird fucking family, man. Alright. About 2 weeks pregnant. Get on a rock climbing wall.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Fuck then that man just to go to bed.
She
Dawn
spent a summer
and
building
Sanjay.
houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
I've heard of Calcutta, but for some reason I didn't expect it to be spelled like that. College, something. Call mom and grandma. Oh, there we go.
Religion
Bible.
was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
I was hoping we were going to get a nice wee Bible story. Get to play
My
through
mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Oh, hey, where's that missing thing for the front door? Put up. Mountain Finch.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again.
Little fisherman.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Oh, nice. Guessing the door must be locked if we can come in this way. Alright. Time for the kid that went missing.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Hey, come on. Oh, the trigger's then its wee thing. Don't know if you can hear it. Adaptive trigger that the PS5 loves to go on about. Is that it?
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
That was pretty fucking shit. I was hoping we'd get something cool, but
Mom spent months searching for my brother.
that was
And
shit.
Sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out. Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery. Lewis's room smelled
Ooh.
very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
I like this kind of vibe. Alright. Institute of Psychology. You and your family are a bunch of fucking
Dear Mrs.
nutters.
Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behaviour.
Oh, put your horn on it. Shite bag.
His mind began to
wet. What? Come on, finish.
wander.
Oh, right, okay.
I asked him to describe it.
Playing fucking 2 games at once here.
He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He could feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
Guy's just daydreaming.
But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee.
Man, I'm fucking killing it.
Tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He
Oh,
told
be
me
duck.
he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Original.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor, and he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Bring your on, bitch.
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a...
Fuck it, let's make him gay.
beautiful prince. The prince was on his own quest for...
serpents.
Sinister serpents.
Ah, shit.
He followed the sound of his... silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Got a fucking tiny wee side door in.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Not even dinner. What am I supposed to do? Oh, right, up this way. Didn't even
I
notice
still
that.
thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him. His prince waited, holding his crown. There's only one thing left to do. Then down his head.
Oh, we're getting guillotined. Just like the fish.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Right, so we get Sanjay, Dawn. I don't think Sanjay would count, but we get Dawn and Eddie still to get, and that should be us.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Edith.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance, or that Edie had a key to it.
Oh, right. Try to fucking squeeze in.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. when the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the band came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
Oh, hell yeah. I used to do that when I was a kid, the wee skateboarder in your head.
We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot.
Damn, bitch.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Huh?
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Well, shit. Well, we beat the game in one sitting. I don't actually know how long that was. Can't even see how long we've been live. I need to swap to the big screen, 2 settings. See how long we've been live. Oh, we get a trophy. Everything ends. That would just be for completing the game. 1 hour and 40 minutes it took us to beat the story. And it says it takes about 2 hours to platinum it. I want to check the trophies, but I want to let the credits finish. It was an interesting game, not like a, you know, amazing 10 out of 10 type thing, but it was unique, depressing. It's pretty much the words I've got for the game. I liked it though. It was something different. Right, let me pull up whilst this keeps going. PSN profiles. What Remains of Edith Finch. Thanks, Johann. Oh, we got another trophy. Alright, it says we've got 3 out of 12. That would have been before the Johann trophy we literally just got. Look at all peepholes. Take both paths to the house. Catch 2 rabbits with 2 swoops. Let the drunken sailor finish. Play Calvin's story again. Take a picture of the rabbit and replay a story. Yeah, okay, you know what? I reckon we'll platinum it. At first I was like, you know what? It's not the most entertaining game. You know what I mean? It's interesting, it's unique, but it's not super entertaining. Although that dread, just as I seen it there, that cartoon bit, the comic book bit was fucking, I liked that. I thought it was cool. To replay a story option, oh, the replay a story option is now available. Select Edith to begin playing from the beginning. Okay. So usually I try and get the, what do you call it? The platinum trophy. I like the video I get in the platinum, and I like the platinum screenshot to be something cool. But I'm worried if I do the Edith one, then I need to start from the total beginning, because some of these, let the drunken sailor finish his song. Okay, so that's the young lassie. Alright, play Calvin's story again. Where's Calvin? Let's get that one done. Get that out of the way. Replay a story, there we go. Didn't even need to finish it. Try it. Yeah, because I'm playing on the big screen now instead of the monitor. Try it. Angle the microphone. Alright.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
Oh, Shug's looking at me, I was sad.
And that he never talked about him.
Hey buddy, what's up?
I guess my grandpa didn't like
You give me
history
20
any more
minutes,
than my
half an
mom
hour.
did.
At most. And then we can play at the back. Does that sound good? Eh, give me a shout,
How I
guys.
Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember
In fact, what trophy was
is
that we
that
got?
when he made up his mind,
Was that for the Calvin
that was
story?
it.
We just got... No, it wasn't.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly. But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
You know what? I looked through other peepholes. You just want to think about the trophies. Alright, nice. I can check this. I looked through fucking old peepholes and telescopes. Damn, that's a telescope.
And he did.
Most of these peepholes indoors, the different bedrooms.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
I didn't even pay attention. I assume we get the trophy. We never get looked at it. Oh, right, hold up. Hopefully that'll get it. Yeah, nice.
After the funeral,
hopefully I don't need to play for this whole game again. What lies on the other side? Use control, start prep instantly. Right, Lewis's bedroom. From Mountain's bedroom, head back across the bridge. Right, I don't think I looked for Mountain or Lewis's. And the fence people, I definitely never got that. Alright, let's get Molly's. It's not letting me go sideways. There we go. If it makes me play through the whole game again, then I'll end the stream. But if it lets me just
I grew up looking at
grab the ones I
room through
missed,
the peephole.
then we'll try and get it all done in one sitting. Where is the notebook in for
Being
her?
inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Thought it was on the bed, but I guess not. Wait, this is it. There we go.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Boom, gerbil
The
food.
gerbil food was dry,
No.
but I didn't mind it.
But that's not shite beside it. Better not be gerbil shite.
I kept
Toothpaste.
eating and eating.
Poisonous
I
berries.
ate a lot of things that night.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Try and speedrun this shit.
The bird was really scared. I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up,
I get through it pretty quick.
and suddenly I was an owl. First, first,
Alright, here we
all
go.
I heard was the wind.
2 rabbits and
Then
2
I
strikes,
heard
that's all we
little
need.
teeth nibbling in the grass.
I'm just gonna wait till it tells me exactly where it is.
Rabbits.
No worries.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit.
Noise.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Come on.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Oh, wait, hold up, what's this? Oh, that's a mission away. It's fine. Oh, we can control the shark thing straight away. That's good.
I wanted fat, juicy
I just
seals.
missed. I'm not missing. Come here. Can I find the wee cunts now? Oh, 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 oh. Dick.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Oh, yeah.
Grabbed on tight.
Boom.
When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Right, so we need to let the drunk sailor finish, which is funny because
Monster when I smelled
we actually just kind of watched him for a bit.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Oh, what is going on?
I wanted to stop but also I didn't.
Right, so we just need to let him finish his wee song. I wonder how long he takes though, because like I said, we actually kind of just sat and watched him for a bit. I was trying to knock the chairs over, see if he would notice. You done, mate? This guy keeps going. Just whenever you're ready, mate, wrap this up. There we go. For making his weight, he's got to get killed. I don't make the rules. Alrighty. Replay a story. I'm wondering if I do Milton or Lewis, I can just backtrack a bit. Because then I'm at the top of the house. But I definitely missed the one at the start as well. Alright, this last mountain. We'll do mountains, I think. Oh shit, I didn't mean that. Right, look through this peephole.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Cool.
Everyone always told me.
Oh, we got it. Nice.
Except Lewis.
But looking at this guide, Ben's people, when you first approached it outside of the Finch house at the start of the game, left hand side of the garage, there's a fence at the end. There's a small hole in the fence that you can approach and look through. I don't remember looking through that. But, Prof anyway, Shug, what have you done? Are you okay, bud? 2 seconds. You in your sleep. The guy gave himself a fright, he knocked the big brush down whilst he was sleeping. Woke yourself up. Alright, so what have we got left? What do we still need to do? Both paths to the house and take a picture of the rabbit. Well, I did both paths to the house, but I don't want to get... I'm worried it might reset the whole thing. Fuck it. I don't want to play through the whole thing again, just on the off chance. So, take a picture of the rabbit. Whose story was that? Sam's story. Sam. Oh yeah, the American guy. His death was fucking hilarious, man.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Right, so it says the second
It's gonna rain
photo
the whole weekend, isn't it?
far right. And then there's a rabbit. Right down. Let me look at this again. National Park sign, pathway sign, rabbit. Pathway sign. Oh, there he is.
Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
Exactly, you fucking cow. Right, now we can... Now, Edith, yes. Right, good thing I never done it, because this looks like it's reset the whole thing. This kind of reminds me of the start of Alan Wake. Literally just because you're on a boat. Well, that nice background kind of thing.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that.
Wonder what was scribbled at the start of the book, though.
With the house.
But I like this story. It was an alright wee game. Right, so we need to take both paths to the house. Is it just the different one from last time? Or the very start, blah 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 blah. You need to walk both paths in the one playthrough. Cool.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back. The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
I'm kind of getting...
But now I had
oh,
questions
no, there we
about
go.
my family that only the house
But
knew
I'm
the
kind of
answers
getting
to.
lost here. But we're good.
The woods around the house have always
Oh,
been
there you go.
uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
Platinum. That's kind of shit. We never get like a cool screenshot. I was hoping I'd get like a nice view of the house for the platinum trophy, but yeah, that is what it is. That is view trophies, 100% completion. How long have we been streaming for? 2 hours and 5 minutes, so you can get it done in 2 hours. 19% completion. That's the average amount of people that get the platinum. Alright, so that was What Remains of Edith Finch. That was my what? 103rd platinum trophy. And we managed to stream the whole thing in one sitting. So yeah, like I said, it was an alright game. Some parts that are boring and I didn't like, and then other parts are just really unique and interesting. And then obviously some of the stories just depressing as fuck. But yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully I will see y'all motherfuckers in the next one. Peace.